So welcome to the Tech Savage. I'm really sorry I'm using my iPad to record this. My laptop has some issues, so please do bear with me. So I'll be teaching you guys how to host a WordPress website on DigitalOcean. So I'm just gonna go to digitalocean.com, and before we host the website, definitely you must have a hosting account, whether it be a free sorry I said a hosting account. You must have a domain name, so it might be a free domain, it might be a paid domain. So name.com, they don't have free domains, not unless you're affiliated with GitHub. So in a different tutorial I'll teach you guys how to do that. So for now I'm just going to log in to my account and show you the domain I have here. That's the domain name I have here, which I have not hosted yet. So the name of the domain is the Tech Savage. I'm coming, sorry. The Tech Savage.systems. That's the name of the domain here. Domain name. And as you can see, it expires on the 30th of October 2022. Okay. So I'm just going to go to the techsavage.systems so you guys see. So when you go to the techsavage.systems, as you can see, it says Safari can't open this page because the server can't be found. So basically that's what you get. So we're going to be hosting on DigitalOcean, and we're going to be hosting a WordPress website which would be on this domain name. So basically DigitalOcean is not free. So to get a free $100 in DigitalOcean, you go to my website, the techsavage.tech. So the one I said we're going to try out is the techsavage.systems. So the techsavage.tech, you're going to go there, and sorry, it's trying to log me into my back end for WordPress. So once you go to the WordPress, the techsavage.tech, you're gonna see a post. This is the only post I have posted here. So once you click on it, you scroll down a bit and you see this subheading, getting 100 USD DigitalOcean credit, and it says to get your in-app credit you have to click on this link. So basically what we'll do is click on this link. Although I'm not going to be registering through this link, I just want you guys to see how to get it. So as you can see, the subheading here says free credit active, get started on DigitalOcean with 100 USD 60-day credit for new users. So if you're a new user or if you're a previous user, all you have to do is just create a new account to get this 100 USD so you can host your website. You take for free of charge, obviously. So basically I'm not going to be doing that. I am going to log in. So I'm just going to scroll down a bit and search for login. So I'll log into my previous account. So regardless, we're going to still head to the same exact exact place, be it your new account or this one I'm trying to log in my previous account. The dashboard is the same thing regardless. So please, let's just wait a while. And I'm trying to sign in with Google because I didn't sign in here with a username or an email and a password. I used Google Direct. So I'm just gonna wait a bit. I don't know why it's taking a lot of time. So remember, to get the free 100 USD, just come to the techsavage.tech and you would see the tutorial here. So if you are viewing this post at a later, oops, sorry, I don't want to sign in with GitHub. I want to sign in with Google, and Google is taking time. Okay, good. So I'm going to sign in with the Tech Savage. So I was saying something before. I said if you are viewing this tutorial like later in the future, and probably my blog has more posts, just try and search for the particular post. Although I'll leave a link in the description, that's for YouTube, and people watching this video probably elsewhere, just try and search for the post. So I'm going to log into Google here, and I put a password. I don't know what's wrong with, I don't know if it's my internet. So as you can see, my first project here is the techsavage.tech, and as you can see, I'm running WordPress on an Ubuntu server, and I'm using a London server with 1 gig RAM and 25 gig space. So basically what we have to do here is, for me, I'm going to create a new project. You don't have to do that, because on your own you will have first project and you've not done anything here. So I don't want to redo this tutorial on this same first project. So I would create a new project called WordPress tutorial. What am I writing? WordPress tutorial. Tell us what it's for, a website or a blog. Alright, so I've created a new, what's it called, a new project. So what you have to do is come down here to droplets. So click on droplets, then up here you create a droplet. So create droplets. So it's going to load. So Ubuntu is already selected here. We just click on marketplace up here, and after clicking on marketplace, we're going to click on WordPress itself. Don't click on details, click on WordPress itself. So just select the same things I selected here. So shared CPU basic, and we want premium Intel with NVMe SSD, and it's selected at 48 USD per month. That's for 8 gig, 160 gig, 5 terabyte transfer. But we'll be sticking with the basic. That's the $6 per month. That's for 1 gig Intel CPU 25 and 1000 gig transfer. So after selecting that, we just come here. You can select New York. I'll be selecting London because I'm doing this tutorial from Nigeria, and London is the closest to Nigeria when I checked online. So you're going to create a root password. So I'm just going to call this root password temp password, or temporary password. Let me just save it as temp. Come in. Temp pass. It says it must contain one number. So I'm going to say temp password 123. Okay, it says it can't end in what's it called. So I'm just going to do temp 123 password. So I'm just going to screenshot this just in case I need it later, but I'm not going to need it. So after that, the droplet, you leave it as 1, and you can enable backup for yourself since you'll be using it for WordPress. But since this is a tutorial, I'm not going to. But my previous one, I selected backup. So just create a droplet. Oops. Okay. It created the backup under WordPress tutorial. I thought it created it under first project. So we're just going to wait. It's loading. It's trying to install your Ubuntu server, or WordPress on Ubuntu rather, any which one. So we're just going to wait a while. So after we're done, we make sure we search for name server on our domain hosting. So normally, I don't know what domain you chose, but once you go to my domains and you click on your domain name, you're going to see a series of settings, like when it comes to CNAME and stuffs like that. Actually, I've forgotten where it is here, but I'll show you how to locate it. So for now, let me go back and see if they are done. Ubuntu has been installed, so that's good. So after it has been installed, you know, we are under this folder WordPress tutorial. What we need to do is click here and click on add a domain. So after we click on add a domain, basically what we're trying to do is we're adding a domain. Like, see this domain I added here, the techsavage.tech. So basically this is the domain we want to add, the techsavage.system, which right now is not being redirected anywhere. So let me just copy this, okay, and come to DigitalOcean and paste it. And we don't need the HTTP here, we just need the techsavage. And please don't put www also, just go straight to the domain. And that escape character at the end, we don't need it, or the closing tag character. So we're just going to click add domain, and it's going to give you, after you add domain, it's going to give you an IP address. That's this 165, but probably will be different. So as you can see, it says the techsavage is added to WordPress tutorial. So as you can see right now, the techsavage.system directs to this IP address. That's your hosting on DigitalOcean. So basically what we need to do is add a CNAME here. So please just follow along. We need to add a CNAME, and what's the host name? We just write www. So as you can see under, it's completed for you as www.thetechsavage.system. So you leave it as www, then here you in an alias of, you just put at. It says put at or host name, so I'm just going to leave it as at. So we're just going to create a record, a CNAME record. So right now CNAME has been added here. Then we have an A record for the techsavage. Then we have name server, 3 name servers. So these 3 name servers are the most important thing when dealing with your domain name, because we need to add those name servers to your domain name, so your domain name can redirect to, what's it called, this DigitalOcean. So as you can see up here, it says what's next. It says you need to update your name servers with your domain registrar for the records below to take effect. So if you click on learn how, it's just going to teach us how to do it. Like I said, I've forgotten where in here I'm supposed to click. I know it's supposed to be in settings or something like that. Okay, look at me. Name server is down here. That's domain details, name server. But in case you're not using name.com, you can just come down here. So it shows you register for GoDaddy. It tells you what to do. Sign into your GoDaddy. You know, click on this, click on that. HostGate, or almost all popular what's it called, hosting websites, the tutorial is here. So I'm just going to close this up, and I'm going to copy the name server. Sorry, the name server is this. That's ns1. We don't need the full stop at the end of the com, so we're just going to copy it. So we're going to do for 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to come back to DigitalOcean, and we're going to manage name server. And I'm going to delete this too. So I'm going to paste the first name server and add it, and paste the second name server and change it to ns2, and I add name server, and I paste the third one, that's ns3, that's name server 3.digitalocean.com. So add the 3 name servers. So now anytime you go to name.com, it directs you to DigitalOcean name server. That's here. The DigitalOcean name server now tells your website that, okay, the techsavage that's on this A record here directs to this IP address. That's where your WordPress is being installed on. So right now, if I click refresh to this address, I don't think right now anything will happen because we've not launched our command we've not installed WordPress directly, but I think if we go to this IP address right now, it should tell us something. So I'm just going to do http :/ and paste. So let's see. So as you can see, please, it says please log into your droplet with SSH to configure the WordPress installation. So that's what I was telling you previously. So now at this point, we've added a CNAME. We've gone back to name.com and updated our name servers. So right now what we have to do is on our droplets, just click on WordPress tutorials. That's the folder, or in your case, if it's first project, click on first project you take. So as you can see, we have a domain here, the techsavage.system, and up here we have the Ubuntu. So just click on this here under the Ubuntu and click on Access Console. So after you click on Access Console, you're going to see this. So launch Droplet Console as root. So we're going to launch this, and it's just going to do its thing. So we're going to wait a while, not like a long while, just till it's done. Then it's going to give you this bunch of hula baloo. So right here it says domain or subdomain name. So that's the techsavage.system. So we're just going to write it, the techsavage.system. So that's the name of your domain. In your case, this is mine. Your own definitely is not the techsavage.system. It might be biscuits.com, or maybe what's it called, anything. So you write it and you click enter. So it tells you to enter your email address. So I'm just going to use I already used the TechSavage for that's this, the techsavage.tech. So I need a different email address because it's going to use that to create my login and password for my WordPress anytime I want to log in via the back end. So I'm just going to use Rhetorical Genius, or no, let me use something I can remember. Don Decoder at gmail.com. And please always make sure you don't make a mistake. Try to double check the spellings of everything. So you click enter. It says a username. I'm going to use Don Decoder as my username. Then a password. So this is very important. When you're writing password, you don't see it, so you don't even know what you're writing, but you just have to believe what you typed has entered. And please always be very careful when putting the password. So I think the password I kept for I like using the same password for everything. So my password was temp123, and password with a P in capital letter. Oh god, I hope this doesn't refresh. Okay, thank god. So the password is TEMP, then 123, then PASSWORD. So as you can see, it's not even showing you I'm writing anything, but it has taken it. So what's the blog title? The blog title is the Tech Savage. Enter. Is this information correct? Capital letter Y for yes, and small letter N for no. So capital letter Y for yes. So it says next you have the option to configure LetsEncrypt to secure your new site. So it says, would you like to use LetsEncrypt setbot to configure SSL? That means when you go to your website, you see the padlock sign. So basically I would say yes. So here is a small letter Y. So we click small letter Y, and small letter Y. So what's the next thing is asking? It says enter an email address used for urgent renewal. So I'm just gonna click Don Decoder at gmail.com. So I'm gonna click enter. So the next thing is asking me now is to agree. It says please read the terms and blah blah blah. So I'm just going to click A for agree, capital letter A. So the next thing is asking me now is, are you willing to share your email address with, this? I'm just gonna click no. You can take your time to read this later. So now it says, which name would you like to activate HTTPS for? Number one, the techsavage.system. Number two, www.thetechsavage.system. So it says select the appropriate number separated by commas and or spaces, or leave the input blank to select all options. So I'll leave it blank. I'll just click enter. So it selects number one and number two. So I'll click enter. So now it says it's performing the following challenges, blah blah blah, waiting for verification. So it failed. The challenge failed for domain the techsavage.system. That's because what's it called? The name servers have not updated yet. The name servers have not updated yet because we did everything right here. So it's sad. I would have done that a long time before, before starting this tutorial. So I'm just going to go here, click on Ubuntu. I just want to take a second look at it, but for now let's look. So at the end it says completing the installation. It says installation complete. So later we can install HTTPS later, and we do that by writing a command in this place. I think it's normally set bot. Okay, this is it here. Oops, I can't zoom. I'm coming. The challenge number is set bot. Okay, just look at the first thing on this page. Command set bot / Apache. That's the first thing up here. So that's how to reactivate it later. So I'm just going to go to the techsavage.system and see if it loads. So it has not started loading yet. So I'm just going to go back to nim.com, verify I kept everything correct here. Oh, look at me. I don't fuck up. I didn't save the change. So right now, man, how could I have forgotten to save? So I didn't save this. I don't fuck up. Anyway, the techsavage.systems, still it's still going to take a while, because for it to update the name server is going to take a while. So I'll just click on accounts and verify that the name server is okay. I'm going to click on the techsavage.systems and see if the name server is here. Okay, as you can see, the name servers are updated here. I'm just going to go back to DigitalOcean, going to go back to droplets here. Okay, so I created one droplet 12 hours ago and one 14 minutes ago. So the one of 14 minutes ago, I'll click on it. It's not bringing me to where I want. I'm coming. Okay, sorry. You have to go to the folder and click on the domain name itself, not the droplet. So when you click on the domain name, then you can see all these details. So I just want to confirm it's directing me to this. So let's go back to this web address, 165.227 blah blah blah. So I think that's the last tab here. So let's refresh it and see what it says now. Previously this was the page it displayed. So as you can see, the website, please hold on. As you can see, the website right now has loaded. That's this, but it has not started loading via the main domain name. That's because it has not started what's it called, the redirection process. So I don't know how long we'll be able to wait for it to take effect, but let's just look. So I'm going to go to my first project because just to confirm that I didn't make a mistake. That's here. So I'll click on the techsavage, and as you can see, the same settings is here. I used CNAME, the C name is www.detectsalvage.tech, and is an alias of detectsalvage.tech. So when we go to WordPress tutorial, I'll click on detectsalvage.systems. Let me just, it's the same thing here. www.detectsalvage.systems is an alias of detectsalvage.systems. So let's just wait a bit. Let me copy the address from here. Make sure we're not making a mistake. It has not redirected here. So basically the website is active already. Where we're having a bit of issue right now because the registrar has not updated the settings I made here. I was supposed to do that before I started this video. So right now, if you're going to detectsalvage.systems, it's not redirecting you to DigitalOcean yet. It's still, it's still where it is. So let me just click on manage manage this, because we do not need any record here. This is just an A record, and we already have an A record here. So we just have to redirect everything from this name.com directly to DigitalOcean, and we can have everything here. The name servers, the same way we have name servers on name.com, we have everything here also. So I'll just refresh again. Okay, let me try www instead. The same thing. I just want to verify once again. I'm sorry for the time for the video, but it's very important you go through this with me also, because you would experience a challenge of your own. I just want to confirm the numbers. 43 to 100, then we have 36. It's the same thing. 43, then we have 36. The C name is the same settings. So I'm just going to, let me try this again for the HTTPS to see if the name.com has redirected it. So I'm just going to use this setbot, then space, then // then Apache. So the same way, enter to select the two of them, the text salvage, the system, and the www. So I'm just going to click enter. Enter is not working. It says select the appropriate number separated by commas and or spaces, or leave input blank. I don't know. Okay, the enter worked. So it's performing the following challenge again. It's the same error we're getting. It says the following errors were reported by the server. Domain, detect salvage or system. Type DNS. Details, DNS problem. Server failed lookup. Server failed looking up. What's he writing? Server failed looking up A for the text salvage system. The domain name server may be malfunctioning. So the problem is coming from the domain name. That's the domain's name server, as you can see here. So it's not from our droplet, it's not from DigitalOcean. Problem is from here. And it's so annoying because, as you can see, what does it right here? It says DNS change can take up to 48 hours to apply. Some domain name, they don't take so long, like 30 minutes, and all the changes you made would apply. You dig, but I don't know. That's why I said I really messed up. I should have added this before starting this tutorial, but I don't want to end the tutorial now also because I wanted to see this through. Let it not be like you know, it didn't work. But what I'm glad is at least you can see it here. This is the WordPress website. All we have to do now is make it secure. That's the web address, and change this IP address from 165.227 to, you know, the techsavage.systems. Okay, thank you, Jesus. It has refreshed. So the 48 hours didn't take, it didn't take up to 40 hours, like I told you, like 30 minutes or so. So I'm really happy about this. So now let's install setbot again. So to make it secure, as you can see, when we come to the techsavage.system, it says not secure, and that's not good because our visitors may not like that. So we're just going to click setbot space / Apache. So I'm going to click enter to select for the techsavage.systems and www.techsavage.systems. So I hope it doesn't give us an error. So as you can see, it's cleaning up challenge. It didn't give us an error. So that means it worked. Like I told you, we didn't have an issue with our DigitalOcean. It was from the name.com. You get. So it says select appropriate number. Okay, it says please choose whether or not to redirect HTTP traffic to HTTPS. You get. So it wants. Sorry, my Zoom is messing up. Okay, so I want number 2. That's redirect. Make all requests. Make all requests redirect to secure HTTPS. That's number 2. So my keyboard also is malfunctioning. I think this what's it called? This command line is freezing my trackpad. I'm really sorry. And right now I really need to press 2. Okay. So number 2, redirect. So important notice: congratulations, your certificate and chain have been saved at blah 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 blah. So you can read all that later. So now if we go to the techsavage.system and refresh now, not secure is meant to be secure. Voila. So let's see if that works. If not, then command line just messed me up, but I'm sure they didn't mess me up. As you can see, it is secured, and I'm really glad this worked. So now I want to go to the back end. So now we're done with this. That's DigitalOcean. So, and let me show you my credits before we go to the back end side of the WordPress. Let me show you my usage. So I'm clicking on usage up here. I hope it's, you know. So as you can see, I have 100 USD, but I'm surprised I've hosted 2 websites and I still have like 99. So I don't really know what's up. I don't know how that works, but you guys should just go to, not the techsavage.system we just created now, but the techsavage.tech, like I said in the beginning of the tutorial. Just follow and get your own free 100 USD also. So now we can close this DigitalOcean, close this, close command line, and let me close the techsavage.tech also, and let me close this one. So as you can see, as we refresh this IP address now, it changes to the name of the website, no more that address. So right now, to go to WordPress admin, you just click slash and you click WP hyphen admin. That's WordPress admin. So when you click on it, it's going to prompt you to put a username and password. And you remember when we were creating it in command line, the username was Don Decoder and the password was, I think, thank God I made a screenshot. I've forgotten the password. The password is temp123 password. So TEMP123, then password. So we're going to log in. And this login also would work for, what's it called? The app. So you can put the WordPress app on your phone. So I'm just going to go to appearance. Let's just play around with it and you see that our site is working perfectly. So I'm going to add a new theme and I'm going to upload the theme. So I'm going to choose a file. So I have some paid themes on my channel. So let me just put the theme here. So I'm using a theme called Square Type. So I'm going to install the theme. So if you need a theme, just go to the techsavage.tech. That's the techsavage.tech. And I'm sorry, it's always going to the back end. So the techsavage.tech. Once you go there, you'll see an icon on the screen that is beeping. That's the Telegram icon. Just click on it. It takes you to my Telegram channel. You dig? So this is a redirect. Actually, my channel is private. So once it takes you, that's if you have a Telegram account. If you don't have one, please do get one. So this is how the channel is. So you just click on View Channel, and it takes you to the main channel. And as you can see, I have one theme here, another one here, and another one. So that's Spotlight, Authentic, and Networker. So I'm just going to close Telegram and my photos. So I'm going to close this also and go back to our theme. So it has unpacked the theme, installed the theme installed successfully. So we're just going to activate it. And once we activate the theme, it's going to tell us that this theme recommends the following plugin. That's absolute. So I'm just going to click begin installation of the plugins and bulk action. I click on install and apply. So after applying, I just want to show you how to install theme. That's if you are installing one of those themes on my channel. You dig? So those themes are paid, by the way, almost 60 something USD. So it's for educational purposes only. So all plugins have been installed. So I'm just going to return to the dashboard. And if we go to the Tech Savage system here, sorry, the Tech Savage systems, we can see the theme that we just applied here. So as you can see, it's here. Then we can even make the theme dark. So once we go to appearance, we go to theme. Sorry, I should have chosen customize. Okay, then we can click customize here. Then to enable dark mode, you see the Tech Savage is in dark mode. So to enable dark mode, we just have to click on, and one thing that is different here is theme demos. On that theme demos, I'm using Wire for the Tech Savage, and I just want to make the two alike. So you see how I did it, so it's trying to activate the wire on it. Okay, then under design, you just enable dark mode, and under homepage settings, hero selection, disable it, and that's it. We publish, and once we go to the website that was formerly black and white, we refresh, and as you can see, both of them look alike. The only difference is the author, which is here, which I've not added here. You dig? So as you can see, that was how I built this website, the Tech Savage. So Hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, please leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.